Okay, I wanted to go through all the things that like Team Wholehearted has done throughout the year and then just kind of share with you guys like my big goals for the year ahead, because I haven't actually finished making my vision board yet, but I've written down all my goals in a Word document. So I wanted to share that because I know a lot of people have been posting their vision boards and you guys are probably wondering like, what are my goals and like, what am I pushing for? So hello everyone, I'm going to share those with you, but I made a little presentation, so I'm going to see if I can share it to my screen, and yeah, we'll just see how this goes. Presentations always make me nervous because I can't see anybody, and so I'm like, are they listening? But we'll try. Okay, here we go. Just going to dive right in. Oh wait, yes, I can still see you on the side. You guys see this? I think if I click present, I won't be able to see you guys anymore, but it's worth it. We'll just do that. Present. Okay. Oh, I can still see everyone. This is amazing. Why has this never done before? Oh, wow. It took me all the way to the last slide. Let me just go back to the front. I'm not very good at these kinds of things, if you can tell. I'm so much better at talking without a presentation. Okay, anyways, a year in review with Team Wholehearted. So I put a picture of all of us from Summit because this was just such a blast. Okay, so first things out, I wanted to just show you guys my vision board for last year, 2019, like when we kicked off the year and started the year. This was my vision board. A few things have changed because I did redo it like in the summer, midway through the year, once we started like hitting some goals. But I wanted to go over this just to show you guys. And if you were on like Carly's call on Team Root to Rise on Sunday night, you might notice a few of the same things. Like I put really massive goals on here, and some of them like I did not hit, or I didn't even like get close to, but that is the point of a goal. Like a goal is not necessarily meant to be hit. Like if you hit it, that's freaking amazing. You're incredible. But if you don't, it just means that like the goal stretched you and you probably hit, not maybe close to the goal, maybe halfway to the goal. But like if you moved a little bit, that's really the goal of goals, right? Is to get us moving, to get us taking action and going somewhere and getting out of our comfort zone, right? So I personally think the bigger the goal, the better, because it'll push you way out of your comfort zone. So these were my goals. A lot of personal ones are on here. But in terms of business goals that I wanted to kind of go over, so I wanted elite, and that was something we did end up hitting. I wanted to be in the top 50 of the network. We didn't make top 50, but we were really, really close. 10-star diamond was an initial goal starting out. We didn't get there, but I'll get more to like what we did get to. Earning $8,000 monthly for my income was a big goal. We didn't get there either, but really, really good strides. And like we made so much progress with our income. We actually found out just a few nights ago, we kind of calculated it, and we more than doubled our income. So that was pretty freaking crazy and like amazing. Team of 1,000 was a really big goal, and we didn't get there, but we got to 200, and I think last year we hit 100, so like we absolutely doubled, and that's amazing. Like so proud of that. I wanted to increase my followers on Instagram because we build our businesses on Instagram, so that just means more clients, right? So I wanted to build to 10,000. I didn't, but I did build to 6,000. I think I started at like 4,000. So that was really good too. Like a lot of progress happened. So let that be an inspiration, like for your own goals, that all that matters is that you are moving ahead. Okay, let's see. Oops, I skipped. Here we go. So I wanted to just kind of walk throughout the year, like what were some really cool highlights. So the first thing that I went to personally was New Leader Conference. And I know like none of you guys went to this. This is for 1-star diamond coaches. Like when you hit 1-star diamond in your business the year before, so like let's say you hit it this year, then you'll get invited to the New Leader Conference next year. So all the coaches who hit 1-star diamond this previous year in 2019 will get invited. So I hit it right at the end of 2018, got invited in 2019. And I couldn't find a picture with this, so I didn't add a picture. But it's basically this amazing conference where only new leaders are invited. Like I think it's only 1-star to 5-star coaches are invited who have never gone before. So all the people you're going with are brand new leaders in the business, in the network, an awesome opportunity to like connect with people, an awesome opportunity to be loved on by Beachbody. Like I know you guys probably know I have gluten sensitivity and dairy sensitivity, and I like put that on my meal plan for the whole trip, and they provide all the meals while you're staying in the hotel, which your rooms are paid for. So I got all this food. I felt like so bougie, is that the word? It was amazing. But everything was gluten-free, dairy-free, like so perfect for me. And they even had like your container counts for all the meals. Like they would explain to you how to fit it into your plan. So it's just so much fun and so many good trainings from like upper level coaches in the network. So amazing. So I wrote down on the bottom here, like, will you be going in 2021? Because I want to kind of, outline things that I went on so that, like, this is something you should definitely be pushing for and that you definitely can. Like, you have everything within you to be able to go to this event. And you're just going to freak out, like, when you make it, when you go. So the other trip that was awesome, and right after New Leader Conference, that was in February. The next one was the Success Club trip. So wanted to touch on this because it is coming up here in March. But this was my first time on the Success Club trip. So in order to get a spot on the trip, you simply just have to hit Success Club every single month of the year. And if you do miss a month, I'm pretty sure they make exceptions if you make up for it. Like if you hit SE8 or SE10 in a different month and it all evens out, you can get an invite. But the best thing to do is just, lead by example and plan on hitting Success Club 6, and then for sure that you'll get an invite. And so it's always the year leading up to these trips, right? And so I think I hit Success Club 6 in 2018 every single month or above, and then I got the invite. So this was that trip. And then I know Heather is going to come on the trip in March for sure. I haven't heard back from Kelsey, but I know you guys both got the invite, and Alex did too, but she has another trip. So that's still really huge that like they even got the invite. That's amazing. Cannot wait to like see you guys there. So that was so fun. We went on a cruise and we traveled through the Bahamas, and know that like all of this is paid for. Like all that I had to pay for was to get to the trip. And then from there on out, like Beachbody just takes care of you. So in my mind, I'm like, why wouldn't you want to help 3 people a month if this is like your reward for doing that, right? Okay. So next I wanted to jump all the way to Summit. And this is an event that happens usually in the middle of the summer. I believe it was in July, maybe. I think it's in July this year as well. But this was so freaking exciting because I finally found like some awesome leaders who you guys know and who are on this call probably. And we all met for the first time. Like I know Brianne, I met her for the first time, and we had like known each other for like a year previously, I think, right? And then Kelsey and Heather and Alex, I met you guys for the first time. And I met Vanessa for the first time as well. These two are from Canada, so that was crazy. But Summit is basically like the annual coaching event for everybody. So like New Leader is for new leaders, obviously. Summit is for everyone, like whether you're a coach rank, whether you're Emerald, whether you're a Diamond or Star Diamond, like whatever you are, Summit is for you, and you need to get there ASAP. And you can earn a free ticket by being a success starter. So in your first, I think the rules just changed, your first 1 to 5 months of coaching, if you hit Success Club in any of those 3 months in the first 5 months, you get a free ticket. And the tickets I think right now are on sale for like $165. If you would buy them at the door, they're like maybe $200, $250. I can't quite remember, but obviously another awesome thing to push for. And I think a lot of these girls were success starters, so they got to come to Summit with that ticket fee waived. But we rented an Airbnb. Like it was such a blast. I cannot wait until this next year. I'm just so stoked to meet so many more of you. Okay, so now I wanted to go over the Success Club All-Stars. So this wasn't like a specific trip or anything, but when you are somebody who has hit Success Club for a full year in your business, so that is just getting 3 people enrolled with, you know, a starter package, a challenge pack, getting them started on their health and fitness journey, like changing their lives, you get recognized by Beachbody as an all-star. And so these are kind of the things that you would get recognition for at Summit. So like we will get recognition at Summit this coming year as an elite team because we ended the year elite. These girls will get ribbons on, you know, their necks that say Success Club All-Star. There's so many other things you can get recognized for, but I just wanted to highlight these because these are huge, and like consistency is one of the, like, I would say secret sauces to this business. Like it is hard to be consistent, and once you start doing that, like it is just, your business will start blowing up because the compound effect, everything just compounds on itself. So yeah, Kelsey and Heather both hit Success Club All-Star, I think in the fall, and that was amazing. Let's see. Okay, now diamond rank advancements. So we had so many emeralds this year, and I was like gonna recognize all of them, but then I was like, I don't know if I can like find all the pictures, and it was just a lot. So if you hit emerald, like I'm so freaking proud of you, and that was amazing. And so many coaches on our team are emerald right now, so I want to shout them out. But I also want to shout out these ladies for hitting diamond, because emerald is kind of a stepping stone to diamond. If you don't know, in order to hit diamond, it's kind of like hitting emerald again and again and again. So Alex, I think, was our first diamond, and then Kelsey popped, and these were like month, like it was like March, April, May, something like that. And then Riley hit diamond in like October or November, right before we entered into quals. Anyways, all that matters is these babes like so totally leveled up, and I'm so freaking proud of every one of them. And I consider them the leaders on our team because they went out and did this. And diamond is not hard, I wouldn't say, but it takes a lot of work. I think it's like a simple thing to do, but it takes a lot of work to find those people who are really going to stick with it, who are going to stick with you along the journey and the process, and find your own leaders, like start to build a team of your own. Like that is it's a lot, but they did it, and I'm so freaking proud of them, and I'm so excited for all the more diamonds to come for 2020. Okay, so then we had our leadership retreat, and obviously all the girls you just saw on the board were the ones who got invited to this because it was a diamond retreat. So it's called the Making Waves Leadership Retreat because it was up north in Michigan, near Lake Michigan, like on the water, and this was just such a blast. We got quality time, rest and relaxation. We did workouts together. This was like from our little photo shoot on the beach, all these pictures, such a blast, so much quality time. So funny because I had never met any of these women until like this year at Summit. And then we're spending all this time together, going on these trips together, doing life together. So that was just so much fun. So I also just want to, these are goals I want to go over for 2020, but I also, before I dive into this, just wanted to take a moment and say, like, if your name wasn't up on this board, or if your face wasn't up on this board, know that like 2020 can be your year, and it can be the year where you start leveling up in your business. And there's, you know, like, I want you to think of the phrase, like, why not me? Right? Like, get all the excuses out of your head, get all of the hesitation and the fear, because there's no reason that you can't be successful, that you can't go after your goals and hit them, right? I was in every single one of your guys' places like 3 years ago. This will be my third year of coaching anniversary, like in January here this month. And all of these women, you saw their faces on the recognition boards and like hearing their names, like it took them all a full year of doing that stuff, right? So like the work that we do is not, it's not a business of like overnight success. The stuff doesn't happen instantly. So let all of this just be a huge encouragement to you. Like celebrate your friends, celebrate your teammates, like take a moment and just like inhale all of the success and all of the amazingness and like this community that you get to be a part of. And think for yourself, like for 2020, like how do you want to end the year next year? Like how do you want your face to be up on this board? Do you want to go to the Success Club trip? Do you want to go to New Leader Conference? Because it's really not a matter of like, can you do it? All of you are fully capable. Like if I'm capable, you are capable, because I'm nothing special. Like, do not think that I'm special at all. So yeah, it is only a matter of when. It takes like, you know, consistent hard work over time, and then you get to those goals over time, right? So now I want to go over goals for 2020, and this is like Team Wholehearted goals. A few of them are my specific goals, but mostly like all in all, these are like what I see for our team in 2020. So we have been elite once, right? And now for 2021, or like by the end of the year of 2020, which will qualify 2021, I want us to be a 2-time elite team. So if you don't know what elite is, you hear me like throwing this word around, it basically means that you have rank advanced 2 new diamonds in a year, and you are a paid 5-star diamond team. So I am currently 6-star diamond with 6 diamonds on our team. So even if we like lost a diamond, as long as we stay 5-star diamond and we are paid that rank, and I rank advanced new diamonds, like 2 new diamonds, so 2 of you guys possibly, then we will qualify as a 2-time elite team. And this makes me so excited, because I'm like, guys, if I have done elite, like you can 100% do it for yourself. You can hit elite next year. And that's one of these goals down here on this list, is I want 4 elite coaches on Team Wholehearted. And that number kind of scares me, but I started out the year last year pretty much as diamond. Like I had just hit 1-star. I don't even think I was finished with my qualifications. Maybe I was. But so no, like you can totally start out the year as a diamond coach and go to elite. I know a coach who started out the year as coach and she hit elite. So like there is so much room at the top. Like there's so much room for everybody to succeed and to hit elite, if that is the goal that you're shooting for and aiming for. So yeah, then 10-star diamond in my first business center is kind of the goal. And right now we are 6-star. So that means we need 4 more diamonds. So I'm setting really big goals, because I want all of you guys to do the same thing, like shoot for the moon and you'll land among the stars. And if we don't hit it, like that was my goal last year, it's not going to make me upset. Like I'm not going to freak out about it, but I'm going to let it be an encouragement that I need to keep going and keep working hard and keep, just grinding. And I get to do it with all of you guys too. And all of you guys like are the ones that are going to help me make these goals happen, right? So like when I say I want to be 10-star diamond in my first business center, it's not about me. It's like about all of you guys stepping up and stepping into your power as diamond coaches. So yeah, side note, another few goals. So Chad and I went over this. 2-star in my second CBC, 2-star in Chad's business, because we really want to start opening up more business centers, because that's really where your income can grow and become what you would consider a full-time income. Once you hit 2-star, you're able to open up that second CBC. So I really want to, in all the other businesses I'm working, hit 2-star again and just like keep opening up all those business centers. I want to get our team to 500 team members. I was really shooting big last year for 1,000, and I think 500 is a little bit more of a realistic goal. It's still really, really big, but I just wanted to get a little bit closer to the reality that we're most likely like doubling every year, and so this will push us beyond our comfort zone of doubling and then a little bit more. We have a leadership retreat this year already. I went live about it in my PS Coaches page. So all my personally sponsored coaches will have the opportunity to go to that retreat if they hit diamond in their business, and it doesn't have to be diamond right now. It's just diamond before the retreat. So like the Thursday before the retreat, if you hit diamond, you get an invite to come, as well as hitting Success Club. So changing 3 lives per month leading up to the retreat. So January, February, March, April, and then the retreat is in May. But we're not going to qualify May. Obviously, I want you to hit Success Club in May, but I feel like that would be mean if I tried to tell you guys you have to hit it before you come to the retreat. That's going to be in Asheville, North Carolina, in the mountains, and I'm covering the cost of everything except for your travel to get there. Chad does want to announce a little travel cash kind of opportunity for you guys to level up, but I'm going to wait and like go live about that. I don't want to confuse anyone right now. But yeah, it's going to be such a blast. We're going to eat lots of good food, do yoga. We're probably going to go on a hike in the mountains, have lots of coffee and tacos. So excited. So another goal, this is a little bit more personal, is I really want to attend leadership. In order to attend leadership, that is another Beachbody like big coaching event. That's for elite coaches. So as long as we maintain elite status throughout the year, we can totally go to that, or I can totally go to that with Chad in Arizona. And it's a lot of like leveled up trainings. So I really want to go there to be able to like absorb all the knowledge from the top coaches in the network and then be able to bring that back to you guys and implement a lot of new things and trainings, because I think I have a lot of growth to do still as a leader, and that's a really good thing, right? I don't ever want to stop growing. So moving down to 5 premier coaches. So if you don't know what premier is, that is basically hitting 2-star. So just like I said above, you know, when you hit 2-star, you open up another business center. You're able to earn a lot more income that way. When you do that, you are technically qualified as a premier coach. So I made it a goal to have 5 premier coaches because I want even more people to hit premier because it's a little bit easier of a goal than elite. So I think it's totally 100% possible for all of you guys. So set it on your vision board if you haven't already. Okay, make it into the 6-figure club. So officially this year, I am like deciding, Chad and I will make it into 6 figures with our income. So excited for that. More to come later. The next one is I really want to attend some kind of event to invest back in my business. I've been good about investing in my business, I think, throughout this whole journey with, you know, our own products, leading by example. And outside of that, definitely with traveling, every time there's a coach event, I am there. I will make no excuses because it's my business and I take it seriously. And that's what a CEO does. But the thing that I don't do with investing in my business is anything really outside of those 2 categories. So this year I want to get a little bit more creative with it and maybe go to some like live event. I don't know. There's so many speakers out there that are amazing. If you have any recommendations, I know like Rachel Hollis, Brendon Burchard, Tony Robbins are like all incredible. But I think it would just be so much fun and cool to go to some kind of like growth seminar like that. But if you guys have any other ideas, feel free to share it with me. The next thing is 20,000 followers. I really want to take time this year to invest in learning about Instagram and how to grow faster because I've been on a very slow growth train, and that's totally okay in terms of like my business, like in relation to how my business is doing to Instagram. My growth in Instagram has been very, very slow, but my business like is just blowing up this year. And it's because I'm putting in all the work and I'm inviting people and I'm not waiting around for people to come to me. So, you know, don't think that me setting this big goal for followers means that when I hit 20,000 followers, I'm just going to get people running down, you know, to my door. It's really just, I want to be able to reach more people and help more people and sign up more people every single day and every single month. And having, you know, more people to talk to on Instagram is only going to help that. But I know many coaches that have less than like 10,000 followers, less than 5,000 followers who are elite. So don't think that like followers are a direct correlation to how successful you are in your business. Totally not. It just totally depends on the person. I also know coaches that have 10,000 followers and that are not elite or have never been elite or, you know, are really, really struggling in their business. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. I think it's so good to set social media growth goals for yourself, but maybe break it down a little bit. Like I added on here, I really mainly want to grow the form responses I'm getting every month. So every time I put out a call to action, I want to make it so that more people are coming to my form and filling it out and really excited to work with me, as well as getting website clicks. When you look at Instagram, you can check your insights and look at, you know, your exposure, like who is your post getting out to, how many people, and you can kind of track the growth with that. You can also track, you know, how many people are clicking on your website and if that is growing or lessening. There's so many things you can track on Instagram by just clicking on your insights. So make sure to add that to your vision board if you haven't already, something having to do with social media, because we do want to grow there, you know. Okay, last thing, I think I have one little dash here and it's just like non-existent. Okay, the last thing is my biggest weakness, you guys probably know this about me, is that I am really disorganized and a little bit all over the place. And so I really want to, but let that be an encouragement that if you are like me, free-spirited and all over the place and a little bit disorganized, that you can totally get super far with your business and be successful, and you don't have to have all your crap together. I know Jamie is super similar to me in the way that she like works her business. But I really want to find a success partner. I've already found her and start working with her, because I've never really had a success partner consistently throughout my whole business journey. And that's okay too. Like, people grow in different ways and at different paces, but I wanted to find somebody that was good at organization and like all the stuff that I was really bad at, like planning ahead. And kind of having all my crap together. So I found her and we're going to start working together, and I'm going to help her with her weaknesses and she's going to help me with my weaknesses. So just another thing, I wanted to share like all of these things with you guys. I know it's a little bit long, but I wanted to go over it all because hopefully it can be an encouragement for you, right? Like, if you've already set your goals, this can give you kind of like some added things, you know, or added encouragement, or maybe you miss something. It's really easy to miss things when you're setting goals, because I like get crazy and I'm like, oh, I'm like setting 100 goals all at once. So lastly, I just wanted to open it up and say, oh, I totally forgot to like delete this little thing right here. You guys can see my all over the placeness right here in person. I wanted to open it up to just like questions, anything that you have questions about that, like we just went over, anything in terms of coaching, literally anything. I know I always say that, but like truly, whatever you have a question about, feel free to bring it. I'm going to try to minimize this and go back to my face and then read through the chat. Stop share. Here we go. It's so simple, right? So many rock stars, right? Like on this board, I'm blown away. I didn't even get a chance or like make time to recognize all of our clients, because that was another thing. I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to recognize so many things. Like, I want to recognize all the amazing transformations that I've seen over the past year. Oh, so awesome. Yes, everybody come to the retreat, please. Ooh, Bob Goff has something. What is this? The Dream Big Framework Conference? That sounds fun. Okay, question I'm seeing. So Jessica says, I'm confused about buying challenge packs. Like, I want to do bar blend, I'm guessing is what you meant. And I'm supposed to resubscribe to the programs and shakes and all. No, so bar blend is just like, it's in its early VIP release phase right now. So it's not actually available on BOD. So like, anybody who has BOD, you can get access to bar blend. Like, you need BOD in order to get bar blend, but you have to buy it separately because it's still like early release. So what you can do is either buy it right now in a little separate package, and it'll be like an add-on, which I would recommend because the accessories are kind of fun. There's like these I am mantra cards that come with it, but otherwise you can wait until it comes out on BOD, and I don't know exactly the date for that. Maybe it's the springtime when it comes out.
It doesn't come on BOD until June to the public.
Oh, that's a long time. I would just get it now. They have a digital access bundle, or they have the accessories bundle. But yeah. Yeah, Emerald is just 2 coaches underneath you. So 1 on each leg, as long as they're on either leg. If they're on the same leg, you won't be qualified as Emerald. So you just want to make sure you're like setting your preferred placement and then putting 1 on either leg. But if you're super confused, you can ask your coach about that and she'll probably explain it all. Yeah, we have so many girls in my group at least doing bar blend, and I'm sure so many of you guys are doing bar blend. I'm jealous that I'm not doing it yet. I'm gonna do it next month, but I have to do the ultimate reset first and get my body detoxed. Okay, so as a new coach, how do you get to the leadership retreat? So as a new coach, same thing, like everything that I said before. If you hit diamond and then you hit success club every single month leading up to the retreat, so January, February, March, April, you will get an invite to the leadership retreat. So same thing. It's all the same for everybody. When transferring people from one coach to me, do they have to buy a package at that time of transfer? They don't have to, but it makes transferring them easier. And I personally, like, this is my full-time job. And so I always make it a primary focus to get my clients paired with something. So if I have somebody who maybe, you know, they had done Beachbody a while back, they still have an account, I'll get them switched over to me and usually signed up with like a completion pack if they still have BOD, or like maybe they still have BOD, or maybe they don't have BOD, but they have the Shakeology. Then I just kind of like pair them with whatever they don't have. And if they have nothing, like they canceled everything, then we'll just get them re-enrolled with a challenge pack. Because they don't just like, I don't want to offer my services for nothing, but at the same time, I also don't want to like throw them in a group without them having any tools to like start their journey and see success. So that's what I usually make the requirement. There are like specific circumstances where I'll let somebody switch over to me, you know, and maybe they're like, oh, I have to wait a month before buying a package. Then it's like, okay, well then like sometimes I'll let them in my group early, or if they have like an allergy and they can't have some of the products, and it's like, okay, I'll just let you in with BOD. So very specific, but yeah, I tend to like majorly try to get them paired with some kind of package. And if they don't have a coach assigned to them now, or like they signed up randomly through the website or something like that, they'll always get paired randomly to a coach. So it would be the same process, like to switch them over to you. You just have to fill out that form in the coach online office. It's just called like the customer coach switch form. Okay, Jessica said, I feel like the same people keep clicking yes, they want to learn more, but they don't commit. Do you have verbiage templates for outreach and things like that? Yeah, so in our PS coaches page, I have like a whole bunch of scripts, and I highly recommend like change it to sounding like you and your voice. But I just like grabbed those from another coach that I know, and like we were working together, and then I kind of added a ton of my own scripts. So yeah, there's a place in the PS coaches page. I believe if you just go to, it'll say units on the left-hand side of the screen. If you click on units, it'll say inviting, and it's under the inviting unit. It'll just say something like Team Wholehearted Scripts. Should be open to everyone. And it just kind of gives you like a basic layout if you're really, really nervous or like hesitant or don't know how to word things, because that can always be so like nerve-wracking at first. But in that scenario, I feel like if it's the same people who keep saying like yes and then they don't commit, I mean, keep inviting them for sure, but don't like put all your eggs in one basket. Like don't come to them every month expecting them to get you to Success Club, because obviously they're not ready yet and you don't really know when they're going to be ready yet. And people are hard to rely on sometimes, especially like during the holidays or, you know, in August. I feel like there's just different months that can be harder. And so I always say like go into the month with an open mind and like have the people you think are going to sign up, but then be willing to do a ton of work on the back end and like back up people. Like tonight I was supposed to sign up a girl and she was totally 100% in and like ready to go. And then she emailed me like right at the time I was gonna sign her up, and she said she wanted to do more research first, and she felt really nervous and she was hesitant. So it's like, what do you do? What can you do? Can't do anything. So I can only give her as much like support as I can. But at that point, I'm going to move on to some other people and like invite them. And if she comes back, like I'll check in with her probably before the month ends, like probably next week. But I'm not going to like put all my eggs in relying on her to get me to my goals. Any intentional tips, advice for growing a following on Instagram as a new coach? Yes. So I did a team call right before the holidays, right before Christmas, on social media strategies that work. And I did it like based off this YouTuber that I found and I'm obsessed with. Her name is Sunny Lezzardini, something like that. But she has like big blonde curly hair. And I just like absorbed all of her info and knowledge from her YouTube videos and like wrote it down and like did a team call on it. So look for that recording in our team page. I'll type it in here. It's just social media strategies that work, I believe. And then, I mean, the short answer, the long answer is in that call, but the short answer is post every single day at the same time, or when, you know, Instagram tells you when is best time to post. Get on your stories every single day, like at least like 5 to 10 stories. Use hashtags, research the hashtags you're using. And yeah, I think those are like the basics. Have clear, really pretty photos. Like you want good lighting, clear. I usually take photos in the daylight just because the lighting's always a bit better. And Instagram is like a visual platform. So people are going to tend to scroll past like dark and kind of blurry or gritty or just like not nice photos. So I always think about like what would be like eye catching. If I'm trying to decide between photos, I'm like, what would be a scroll stopper? Like I'd be scrolling and be like, oh, whoa, such a good photo. Okay. So people that sign up are under you, aren't coaches, don't really benefit you other than commission, but aren't coaches. No, so you can sign up clients with like a challenge pack and you can get Success Club and like get commission and you'll get paid off all that stuff. And with coaches, it's a little different. Coaches, you get benefits from the like volume it produces for your team. So every product translates to a certain amount of volume points. So like if I bought an order of Recover protein, it's 52 volume points. So all of your coaches, when they're building their own networks and teams of people and they're buying products for themselves and like doing exactly what I'm doing as a coach, like when my team is doing that, then I have more success because Beachbody kind of gives you like a bonus in your paycheck. I don't want to be like too detailed on the answer because I don't want to confuse you, but the way they calculate it is based off of the volume that your team is creating. So it's a little bit different than just commission, and it's less money upfront, but more in the long run. Like you're building a more sustainable income with a team versus just commissions and clients. But they're both so important. And I would say like you have to do both every single month. Like I always am recruiting clients and coaches. When building social media and looking for ideal clients, do you have any hashtag recommendations? Yes, go to that same team call because I shared 2 different websites that are awesome for looking up hashtags. And I was really bad with hashtags. Like I'd always just like spitball and like guess in the moment and not know. But now I've used those websites to find my groups of hashtags for each brand, because you kind of want to get a grouping for like each of your specific brands as a person on social media. And then I like copy and paste them in my notes, and then I'll post them under my picture, usually right after I post, but sometimes I'll wait and post it 24 hours later, just because Jamie Ennis was doing that for a while and she said it was working. And so I tried it and it seemed to work fine for me. But as long as you use those groups and like plug them into I do them in the comment of the caption. So it's not like in the same caption. So it's not distracting, but I think it works either way if you want to do it in the caption or the comments. Yes, you still qualify for Success Club as long as the 3 people signed up with a challenge pack. Yeah, it can be a client or a coach. But I mean, I always recommend my clients to sign up as coaches because it's better in the long run if they're going to keep ordering products. But like, obviously there are some people like who just know that they're not going to be able to budget for Shakeology right now. And I will try to talk them into it because I believe 100% it's so good for them, but I'm not going to like kick them out or anything like that if they can't do that moving forward. Yeah. And like, so yeah, what I was saying about the hashtags is sometimes I post them instantly with my photo. Like if I'm on the go and I'm like freaking out and really busy, then I'll just like post the hashtags the next day, like 24 hours later in the comments. But either way, as long as you get the hashtags out there at some point, it's really good. The sooner is probably the better because it means more time. So like more eyes on your page. But yeah, does anyone have any other questions? What is everyone reading for PD right now? I'm like so curious because I can't decide on my next book. I've been looking at like all these ones about having a really good year, like best year ever, like I can't think of the names. Girl, wash your face. It's so good. What is this? The switch? Ooh. Or is it switch your brain on? Looks like switch your brain on. How to change when change is hard. That sounds good. Chad just got gifted How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I've heard that's really, really, really good. So I'm excited. I will eventually dive into that. Trent Shelton, The Greatest You. Ooh. Oh, I've heard so many good things about Unf Yourself. It's so good. Yeah. Oh, The Self-Love Experiment. You said that. Oh my gosh, so many good books. Well, thanks for hanging with me. I'm going to get a picture of us really quick. Everybody smile. I wish I would have gotten one sooner because there's so many more people on, but that's okay. All right, guys, have a good rest of your night. If you haven't made your goals for 2020, like go make them right now. Be encouraged by this call and make some for your business, but like also make some for your life. Like just hit all the categories. I'm so excited for what 2020 is going to bring. Have a good night, guys. Love you all. We'll see you soon.